Welcome back to Liverpool Community Radio. You're listening to a special show called
LHFC, Kicking Misery into History.
I hope you're enjoying the show. If you would like to listen again to the show, you can find it on the website www.l-c-r.co.uk. If you're listening live, that's on Thursday the 13th of December, why not contact us right now? Send us your thoughts and questions, or just get in touch and say hi by commenting on our Facebook page, which is
www.facebook.com/Liverpool Homeless Football Club.
Or you can tweet to us at LIV Homeless FC using the hashtag LHFC.
Remember, if you're not listening live, we cannot answer your questions, unfortunately, but otherwise we would love to hear from you. So now let's look at how Liverpool Homeless Football Club has helped Chris Mcintyre. Chris, would you like to tell us your story?
Yeah, my story starts much earlier on when I was in school, and I didn't get diagnosed with dyslexia until I was 14, so teachers just thought I was lazy. But I was always creative and I always drawn, and I ended up going to art college when I was 16, and you needed the GCSE to get on the GMVQ, and I had no GCSEs, but my artwork was that outstanding. They gave me a place on the course. But unfortunately, not unfortunately, I don't regret my little girl at all. I got my ex-girlfriend pregnant, so I had to leave college and get a job, so I didn't sit my final exam. But I worked hard as a kitchen porter for the Ainty Race course, which led on for me working for Wetherspoons and Yateses. And then I was suffering from severe depression, which caused a personality disorder, and I think this was losing my creativity side. Plus I had family problems. So my relationship deteriorated with my ex, and I was in like a family court trying to see Chloe. But so I ended up getting involved in crime and going to jail for 9 months, and then ended up in a bail hostel.
Sounds a bit harsh, Chris. So how did you get yourself out of this?
Well, I met some good people who taught me how to meditate, to find myself. Creative individuals led me to express through my art and photography rather than drugs. So I learned the hard way, but the best way, and I learned real respect. It's my world when I'm being creative in my photos.
Okay, so then what happened, Chris?
Well, after 3.5 months back in a bail hostel, I got back to my nan's, and I felt weird. Everything was just moving really fast after being in jail. I isolated myself. Still involved in my family court proceedings, trying to see my little girl, and I'm still stressed about it now. But I started going to the Whitechapel, which opened doors for me. Yeah,
so for the listeners who don't know, Chris, what is the Whitechapel?
The Whitechapel is a drop-in centre for the homeless community where they can get advice, help finding hostels and help with stability. I attended English and maths classes, but I was never really good at any of that. And then I heard Crisis was doing art and photography.
Well, you can't be good at everything like this. So, how did this lead you to be involved with Liverpool Homeless Football Club?
Well, I was attending Derbyshire House sessions, and they had a football team in the Homeless League at the pits. So I went down there to take some pictures, and that's when I first met Ben. And Ben asked me to take a picture of Rachel Brown, who plays for Everton in goal, GB in goal, and England in goal. And I took a picture, and it ended up in the Echo, and this was a really big achievement for me.
Hey Chris, it'd be funny if Rachel played for Everton in goal and England up front and Great Britain defence. Imagine that. Like.
She's skilled, but not that skilled.
Yeah.
So, how did you progress to where you are today?
Well, Ben gave me the amazing opportunity of being the official photographer on a voluntary basis since May 2012. So photography for me, going on the website for the Liverpool Homeless Football Club, really boosted my morale. It built a good portfolio up for me, keeping me busy and giving me a focus in my life, like I was saying earlier on. If you put your mind to it, you can do anything. And my mind seems to when I'm not doing nothing, when I'm not busy, it plays overtime. So it's good that Ben keeps me busy.
I know how that feels as well.
Yeah, and
I haven't got a whip or anything.
I also volunteer for the Crisis Skylight as a teaching assistant for the photography class. And I just want to give a little shout out to Tony Mallon. He's the photographer that taught me, and he's quite well known in Liverpool. He's done some performing art pieces, and if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be half as good on the camera.
Yeah, he must be a good teacher, because you are good at what you do. I've seen some of your work, Chris.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So, what makes you want to volunteer for Liverpool Homeless Football Club and for Crisis?
Well, I want to help individuals overcome their life situations like I have. Photography is a lot like football to me. It's 90% in your mind, 10% physical. So it's the same for life.
Yeah. So, I believe you started your own business, Chris, is this true?
Yeah, things have gone really well this year. Starting my own business called Live to Focus. I named it that because I am Live to Focus. I believe photography has given me focus and dreams. I love recording moments. One of my dreams is to become a sports photographer. I also building a portfolio up right now on my website, which is Christopher Mcintyre Photographer. I'm about 9th on the Google list.
Do you want to tell everyone what that website is called?
It's Christopher Mcintyre Photographer.
Right.
So just Google it and it's about 9th on the Google
pretty
list.
straightforward.
Yeah.
Will do.
So I'm building a portfolio up of work, which is sports photography, freelance, urban portraiture and landscapes.
Some lovely pictures of me on there as well, isn't there, Chris?
Yeah, some fantastic ones we've got of you, Becca.
Whitens your teeth nicely.
Yeah.
Well, that's the benefit of having a photographer for a friend.
So what are your aspirations for 2013?
Well, I want to grow my own business and set up a studio. It's going to be hard, but I've got a good support system here in place, so I think I'm to achieve it, and I dare to dream. I'm going to continue working for Liverpool Homeless Football Club, and I want a team of volunteers making short films, editing, well, basically a media team. It's much more than football, you know.
Yeah,
Much more than football, you know.
Encouraging more guys and girls from the hostels to help you out, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, what is the best thing that Liverpool Homeless Football Club has done for you?
Well, it's opened doors for me, giving me amazing opportunities to take pictures of likes of Rachel Brown, Farrah Williams,
And me.
and you, Becca, and Bucko, and you know, just to be able to take pictures and see people's lives changing in front of you on a camera is amazing. To see them increase in health. Plus, it's given me a dream of being a sports photographer, and the club encourages me to have a new life. You know, I used to hang around in gangs, and that respect was just like what I could put on the table, like in drugs wise. But the club, Liverpool Homeless Football Club, is like a real family. It's a real respect of what I can do.
That's it, like you said about the gangs, that kind of respect. It's like they're just acquaintances, aren't they? They're not like the bond that we've got now, and like it's just like you said, one big family. Like it's good to hear that. Yeah. Touched me there, mate.
Yeah, it does me a bit as well. So, what's your favourite thing about Liverpool Homeless Football Club?
Well, I love seeing the game, you know, change people's lives. It's an encouragement, not just for me, but for all of us to see that happen. Team bonding, exercise which increases health, and a drive to shoot for the goal that the individual never thought possible. Yeah. The new support network, it's not just staff, it's us that helps ourselves.
Yeah, I've noticed that, you know, you guys recently, you've been hanging out together a lot in the Brink, which is a dry bar in town. Got to give a shout out to them. And you've been helping each other out with your homework and stuff, things that you're working on. So you're doing really well for each other. You should give yourself a pat on the back.
Oh, yes. Thanks, Ben.
Thank you, Ben.
Little shout out to the Brink there.
Woo, the Brink!
It's on Parr Street, just to let you know if anyone's interested. Yeah. Obviously, you Mexicans, just take you a while to get there.
About 13 hours, wasn't it? So, thanks, Chris. And when we come back, we'll be talking about women's football, my trip is to the Homeless World Cup in Mexico, and the future for Liverpool Homeless Football Club. So, stay tuned. Chris, would you like to choose a song to finish the first hour of our show?
Yes, I've chosen Mumford & Son, Lover of the Light.
Why this song?
Well, the song is about being blind, and being a photographer, I paint with light. So it makes me appreciate my sight. So I'm a lover of the light, and it's a great song.
Okay, then let's play it for the listeners now.
Mumford and Sons with Lover of the Light.
And in the middle of the night, I may watch you go. There'll be no value in the strength of walls that I'll have grown. There'll be